Welcome to Sodo Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. Today we are going to be creating a backdrop for a women's empowerment event. So this customer contacted me. She is a coach and she was having her very first event and asked if I could do a backdrop with her logo. And I was so excited to do it because every time I hear of anything women empowerment, I'm all for it. So we put her logo on a foam board and cut it out, and we're going to hang it. You see me do that at the venue. I've created those signs before, so I will attach one of the videos that I did for Mother's Day. I made a sign for Mother's Day. I'll attach that below if you're interested in seeing how I made the sign. You'll see me dusting my clothes because I'm actually going to work after I prep these balloons, and I didn't realize the powder from the balloons, and I'm wearing blue so it shows on my clothes. I'm prepping her logo colors in balloons. So we have this white, we have the beautiful shade of pink by Tuftex, and we also have onyx black by Qualatex. I'm prepping the day before because this is the day before we had our first wedding at the venue, and we had the wedding, we had this event, and we also had another wedding off-site that they rented a couple of items that I had to go drop off. So in order for me to be ahead, plus I had to work the night before, I decided to get all these inflated so I could take it the next morning about 9 o'clock after I open up the venue for the wedding family and friends to come decorate the next day. So you'll see me prepping all this, and I'm going to get everything ready. I think Sabi helps me prep some of them as well, but I'm creating pairs with 11 inches and 18 inches. So then my cluster has 6 balloons, so 6 pairs. And I like this idea because I can create a thicker, fuller garland. Of course, I can always add if I need to, but this helps me create a bigger garland because those 17 or 18 inch balloons really give you that volume to fill up. So that's the plan here. The size of balloon that she wanted, I ended up doing a little longer, but that's just what happens when I book events. I have to make it look good. So Oliver and Olivia are asking for some balloons. I know a lot of you haven't seen them in a while, mainly because I've been able to get stuff done if they're at preschool or if they're being watched by my mom. So Olivia chose the blue balloon and Oliver wants to open the jar himself, and he wants the pink balloon. So we're going to inflate that for them. That should keep them distracted until I'm able to prep. And I never give them the balloons I'm prepping because I don't want them to think they can play with the ones that I'm prepping and we're not confused with the colors. So it helps me distinguish so they're not fighting, and I make sure I give them different colors as well. So we're wrapping up that, finishing off, and we still have our 5-inch fillers to do. So we're gonna get that all prepped, put them in bags and set out to the venue. Sabi is gonna help me put all the rubber bands on the 5-inch balloons so that it's easy for me when I get to the venue to quickly set everything up. But I decided to just prep everything ahead of time, and then it will be easy so that when Sabi shows up, she's just gonna quickly put the rubber bands on there and she's not waiting for me to inflate the balloons. So I'll also have the containers I store the balloons. I know some people have asked on the short video where I get the containers from. I'll link that below. I need to add more shelves on the bottom so that I can add more balloons because I still have not quite a few, but a few colors that need to still go on the shelf. So that'll help me clear. But it's definitely a lot easier to find balloons. It saves me so much time from opening a big bin and just digging through different colors in Walmart bags, and saves so much time. All right, so we are creating our clusters of 4. These are the filler balloons. So I create clusters of 4, and with me using 18-inch balloons, I'm not going to be able to put the rubber bands through the 18-inch balloons. I'm going to have to put it through the 11 inches and make it work that way. But we're still gonna put the rubber bands on all of them and work our way to the venue. So Sabi's helping me. As I said, you see how tall she has gotten. It's funny when I look back at some of the videos and see how my kids are growing in the videos too. I just can't believe it. She's 11 and just growing so fast. Anyway, let's continue prepping the balloons, and I'll catch back up at the venue. We are at the Aloft Hotel, downtown Oklahoma City. We're going to set up on the 6th floor, so I'm just gonna find parking, and here we are. So I have my pipe and drape kit. I also get a lot of questions about this as well. I need to apologize for what my camera is doing. I don't know what I touched when I set this up to record, but it just kept zooming in and out, and I didn't realize that till I started editing. But either I just back and forth. Sorry if it just makes you dizzy or just is annoying, but bear with me, because I figured the tutorial you would want to see this is slightly different than the things I've done before, especially with the curtains. Here we're just using 2 black curtains. They're 60, I think 60, no, not 60 inches. They are, yeah, 60 inches wide. And I have 2 of them because the backdrop is not that big. This is the foam board I was talking about. I used hole punchers. No, I used like a thin needle to poke through so I could get my 260Q in there. And it worked pretty well. So I'm attaching my 260Q balloons to the pipe and drape kit so I can attach my balloons on there, my balloon garland. And now I'm going to attach safety pins to the top of the backdrop so I can hang this on there. I'm showing that, but it's double. The string is double, the fishing line. So I'm gonna tie it loosely because I don't yet know how far down the balloons are gonna go, and I don't want to hide her sign. That's a really beautiful logo, and it's the main thing for the event, so we want it to show. So I'm gonna put the balloons on first and see what it looks like, if I need to make adjustments on the sign. Plus I have to raise the whole backdrop as well. So we made those clusters. I usually don't attach the garland till I get to the venue because it's harder to put them in these bags. It just takes up more room, so I just leave it and tie the necks together when I get to the venue. So we're connecting in a pattern, and then we'll attach it to the backdrop. So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of the video so it's not distracting to you. If there's something that I feel like I need to mention, I will, but pay attention to my placement of the filler balloons and the adjustment of that backdrop when it comes to it. The reason I am designing the balloons from the bottom up is because I didn't know how long it would be on the backdrop. She initially just wanted it to go halfway, and I didn't think that would look as nice, so I went ahead and just extended it all the way to the end. But you also want to make sure that your pipe and drape is covered by the fabric, especially on that right side. So here I am adjusting the balloon so that I can start attaching it to the backdrop. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button and like the video and share as well, and let me know in the comments anything you would want to see on the channel. We decorate for various events and make different floral arrangement and full setup. I actually have a surprise 40th birthday coming up that I will be setting up for, and I'll edit that video for you guys once it's all done. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.